Hello, everyone. I hope everybody has been practicing to prepare yourself for a SASMO competition that you're going to take this Friday. And remember that you can use the practice papers, the past papers that are available in the website on which you created an account. Okay, so in this first video, this is the first of two videos that I'm going to post within this week. So this video is posted on Wednesday and the other video will be posted on Thursday. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the solutions of questions 1 until 15, all the 2-point questions of SASMO 2019, the last material that I posted in our SASMO training Google Classroom. All right, so I hope everybody has already tried answering all of them. So now you can check your answers with the one I'm going to show you here. So let's begin. All right, so let's start with question 1. Find the sum of all digits of the following product, 369 times 333. Of course, nobody, I believe all of you will be able to get the product of this. Okay, you can simply multiply that. And then remember that it's not asking for the product, but it asks for the sum of all the digits. So if we multiply this correctly, then it's equal to 122,877. So we have to add all of the digits, 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 8 plus 7 plus 7. And that's equal to 27, option 3. All right. Question 2, which of the following results in an odd number? Again, you can try to calculate all of these and then find which one results in an odd number. However, there is another way we can do it without having to count. First, we know that even number minus odd number, it will always be an even number. Even plus even, it's also an even number. Even times odd, it's always an even number. So now it's only this, all right? 252 divided by 12, then 12 times 20 is 240. That means 12 times 21 is 252. And this results in an odd number. Number 3, what is the value of C so that the 4-digit number 187C is divisible by 9? Now, in here, you have to understand the divisibility rule by 9, all right? So the divisibility rule by 9 states that the sum of all the digits in the number must be divisible by 9, which means 1 plus 8 plus 7 plus C must be divisible by 9, which means it leaves no remainder. Right, so 1 plus 8 plus 7, that's equal to 16. 16 plus C must be divisible by 9. So 9 times 2 is 18. That's the closest, right? So that means C must be 2. So that's 16 plus 2, that's 18. 18 is divisible by 9. So it's option 4. Now, number 4, find the next number in the sequence below. So it's about number pattern. Now, from 7 to 11, we know that it's plus 4. 11 to 12, it's plus 11. Then 22 to 40, it's plus 18. Maybe by now you can already see the pattern, right? Then 40 to 65 is plus 25. We can see that the difference keeps adding up 7, right? Plus 7, plus 7, which means you should add 7 to the difference, and the difference is going to be 32. So 65 plus 32, that's equal to 97, option 2. All right, now let's go to number 5. Andrew and Kieran had some stamps in the ratio 6:8. Andrew gave a quarter of his stamps to Kieran. Kieran then had 28 stamps more than Andrew. How many stamps did they have altogether? So now let's revisit the lesson about ratio we've learned in the class. We learned this in the first semester, right? So ratio means that they or the number of units. Now I'll write them in the units instead of ratio form. So I can say that Andrew has 6 units. I will simplify the model into just that. And then Kieran had 8 units. And then what happened is Andrew gave a quarter of his stamps to Kieran. So a quarter means 1 out of 4 of Andrew's stamp. So 100 out of 4 times 6, that's equal to 1.5 or 1.5, right? So this one minus 1.5 units, this one plus 1.5 units. So now you can see that Andrew's number of units becomes 4.5, while Caden's units becomes 9.5 units. And it said here, after Andrew gave the quarter, Caden had 280 stamps more than Andrew, right? So what we can say here is the difference in the number of units is 5 units, 9.5 minus 4.5, and that's equal to 280 stamps. Now, what about 1 unit? So that's 280 divided by 5, and that's equal to 56. The question asks, how many stamps did they have altogether? So altogether, they had 14 stamps. So 14 times 56, that's equal to 784 stamps altogether. So the correct answer is option 3. Question 6. From which figure onwards will the number of black circles in the figure be more than the number of white circles in the same figure? So this type of question is asking for us to get the pattern, right? So since we have the number of figure 1, figure 2, and so on, and we also have white circles, black circles. So let's just create a table. So this is the figure number. Okay, and then this is the number of white circles and the number of black circles. So I'll put it there. In figure 1, you can see that there are 6 white circles, no black circles, so 0. In figure 2, you can see that there are actually 9 white circles and 1 black circles. All right, in figure 3, there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 white circles, and there are 3 black circles. And in figure 4, there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And there are actually 6 black circles. So now from here, you can already start to see the pattern, right? The number of white circles keep adding by 3, while the number of black circles adds 1, adds 2, adds 3. So now we can continue that because it's not enough. I'll just continue here. Figure 5, figure 6, figure 7, figure 8. We just have to try to find out starting from which figure the number of black circles is more. So figure 5 will have 18 white circles, while this is figure. This is the number of white circles and black circles. So black circles will be 10, right? So it's plus 4. And then here, this will be 21. This one is plus 5, which is 15. This one will be 24, and then we add 6, which is 21. This one will be 27. This one will be plus 8, 28. You can see that now the number of black circles is already more than the white. Okay, so starting from the 8th figure, which is option 3. Number 7, find the value of the following fraction in the simplest form. All right, it looks very complicated, but this is actually just a simple subtraction of fractions. First, let's work out the bottommost denominator. So 2 minus 1 out of 0 plus 1 out of 1 minus 1/9, that's equal to 8 out of 9. We've learned that fraction means division, so here 1 out of 8 out of 9 can be written as 1 divided 8 out of 9. Okay, you haven't learned division of fraction, you should learn this in grade 6, but when we divide fraction, we change the division into multiplication, and then we turn this to its reciprocal, which means turn it upside down. Right, so it's equal to 1 times 9 out of 8, which is just 9 out of 8. So 2 minus 1 out of 0 plus 9 out of 8, which is just 9 out of 8. So again, in here we have 1 out of 9 out of 8. So 1 divided by 9 out of 8, we can write it as 1 times and then turn the fraction upside down. So that's 8 out of 9, and it's 2 minus 8 out of 9, so it's equal to 1/9. I apologize for the mistakes in the option. Okay, for as long as you get the right answer, then it's fine. Okay, now number 8. Which of the following will form a knot when the two ends are pulled away from each other at the same time? Now, if you notice here, all the pictures look similar. Okay, they almost look the same actually. But there is one different picture here, which is option C, and this is the one that will form a knot. Why? Because you can see that one of these is above this overlapping rope, and the other one is on the bottom part. So when you pull this one there and this one there, they will form a knot. While the others, they are both on the top, and here both on the top of the overlapping rope. Right? Number 9. Find the sum of all the whole numbers n such that when 60 is divided by n, it gives a remainder of 4. Okay, so in here you have to understand when it says that 60 is divided by n, a number, it gives a remainder of 4, which means we are actually looking for a number 56. Okay, and the factors of 56. Why? Because 60 minus 56, that's 4. That's the remainder. So we have to look for the factors of 56. They are 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 14, 28, and 56. So now you can see 60 divided by 1, no remainder. 60 divided by 2, no remainder. Divided by 4, no remainder. Divided by 7, remainder 4. Divided by 8, remainder 4. Divided by this, remainder 4. Divided by this, remainder 4. Divided by this, remainder 4. So now we have to add 7 plus 8 plus 14 plus 28 plus 56, which is equal to 113, option 2. Number 10. Edison left Town A at 2:30 p.m. and drove towards Town B at 60 kilometers per hour. At 3 p.m., Jason also left Town A and drove in the same direction as Edison at 75 kilometers per hour. What time did Jason catch up with Edison? All right, let me draw a diagram for you. So here, Edison, let's say this is Town A and this one is Town B. And then Edison left Town A at 2:30 p.m. at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, we've learned rate just recently. 60 kilometers per hour, you can read that as every hour, Edison travels 60 kilometers. All right, and at 3 p.m., so 3 p.m. here, Jason left Town A and drove in the same direction as Edison at 75 kilometers per hour. So now you can see from the difference in the speed, that means every hour, Jason will be able to catch up 15 kilometers, right? Because Jason travels 75 kilometers every hour, while Edison only travels 60 kilometers every hour. That means every hour, Jason will catch up 15 kilometers. Now, the question is, how far was Edison from Jason when Jason just left Town A? Edison had traveled for half an hour earlier. So if Edison could travel 60 kilometers per hour, what about in half hour? Of course, that's equal to 30 kilometers, right? Now, Jason had to catch up the 30 kilometers difference. So if every hour he could catch up by 15 kilometers, how many hours would he need to catch up 30 kilometers? So 30 divided by 15, that's equal to 2 hours. That means Jason would be able to catch up by in 2 hours after 3 p.m. That's equal to 5 p.m. All right. Question 11. In how many different ways can the circles be colored using 3 colors, white, blue, green, so that any 2 circles connected by a line do not share the same color? Now, let's say that the first circle here is blue. All right. Let's try to find out how many different combinations we can have. So let's say that this first is a blue. We can have white here, and then we can have green here, and still white here. Now you can see that no circles connected by a line have the same color. Or we can say that it's white here, green here, still the same, white, green, but this one is a blue. All right, then it can be a green here, it can be white here, and this is a green, or it can be green here, white here, and a blue here. So when you start with a blue, you can have 4 different combinations, and the same goes to when you have white and you start with a green. So that's equal to 4 times 3 different combinations, and there are 12 ways, which means none of the given option. All right, now let's go to number 12. The number of male viewers of a YouTube channel was twice as many as the number of its female viewers. The average watch time per video of its male viewers was 24 seconds, and the average watch time per video of female viewers of this channel was 36 seconds. What was the average watch time per video of all the viewers in this YouTube channel? Now we know that the number of male viewers was twice the number of female. So let's say the male is 2 units, while the female is just 1 unit. And the average watch time for the male viewers was 24 seconds. So you can multiply this by 24 seconds, which is 48 seconds in total. Well, the average watch time of the female viewers was 36 seconds. So that means 36 units. The question asks, what was the average watch time per video of all the viewers? So to get the average, we can add the total, add the watch time of male and female. So that's equal to 84. Then 84 units divided by the total number of units, which is 3 units, and that's equal to 28 seconds. Option 2. Question 13. 2 identical squares overlap each other as shown on the right. Given the vertical sides of the squares are parallel and the area of the square is 676 square centimeters, what is the area of the shaded triangle? All right, so it's quite interesting that now we know that the 2 squares are identical, which means the same size, and then we know the area. So if we know the area of the square, we can find the side, right? What times what is equal to 676. So that's equal to 26 times 26. So we know that each side of the square is 26 centimeters, which means we know that this is equal to 14 centimeters. And then this one is 26 minus 9, which is 17 centimeters. Now we want to find the area of the shaded triangle. First of all, we can easily find this. I'll name that figure 1. Okay, so figure 1, it's half times 17 times 14. Can cancel this 7. So 7 times 17, that's equal to 119 square centimeters. Now, how do I find this area? To get this area, I will first divide it into this. Okay, so I will find the whole, or okay, let's do it this way. To get the area of the oh, I shouldn't erase that. Wait. To get the area of the shaded part, we can simply take this whole square and then subtract the 3 white parts, right? So this is figure 1, it's still the same. And then I'll find the area of figure 2. So that's equal to half times 12 times 26. So I'll divide this. So 6 times 26 is 156. And then what about this? This is 26 and 9. So I'll name that figure 3. Figure 3 is equal to half times 26 times 9. This is 13. So 13 times 9 is equal to 117. If you add all this together, 9 plus 6, 15 plus 7, 22, 5, 6, 8, 9, and then 3. So the correct answer is 676 minus 392, which is 284 square centimeters. Option 4. Right. Number 14. 4 friends made the following statements. Kieran says, I'm not the shortest. Franklin says, I'm neither the tallest nor the shortest. Mabel says, I'm the shortest. Jeff says, I'm the tallest. If one of them lied, who's the tallest? So it's about logic, all right? Now, what you should do is to try to determine who lies and then test the other statements. Let's say that Kieran lies, okay? Remember that there can only be one liar. So if Kieran lies, I'm not the shortest, okay? So he cannot be the shortest. Franklin says, I'm neither the tallest nor the shortest, and we cannot determine this whether it's a lie or the truth. So let's say that this is the truth, because it has to be the truth. Franklin is neither the tallest nor the shortest. And then Mabel says, I'm the shortest. And then this is true. Kieran says, I'm not the shortest. If that was a lie, that means he is short. He is the shortest, right? We cannot have two shortest person. So Kieran cannot be the liar. Now let's say Mabel is the liar. Why don't I try with Franklin? Because his statement has two comparison there, tallest and shortest. Okay, so we can't really determine. Now let's try Mabel. If Mabel lies, so I am the shortest, that means Mabel is not the shortest. That's the truth. Then Jeff must be telling the truth. I'm the tallest, so Jeff would be the tallest here. Kieran says, I'm not the tallest, I'm not the shortest, sorry. So this one must be the truth as well. So Kieran should be around here. Mabel should also be around here, Mabel, because she's not the shortest. We take her as lying, right? Franklin says, I'm neither the tallest nor the shortest. Well, the only place left is the shortest position. So Franklin lies as well. So now we've got two liars, and that does not work. Now, what about if Jeff is the liar? I'm the tallest. That means Jeff is not the tallest. Okay, then this should be telling the truth. I'm not the shortest. So Kieran can be here, here, or here. Franklin is also telling the truth. I'm neither the tallest nor the shortest. So Franklin must be here. And then this one is telling the truth. I'm the shortest. So now we know Mabel is the shortest. Jeff says, I'm the tallest. So he's actually not. So maybe Jeff can be here. Kieran says, I'm not the shortest. So Kieran can be here. Franklin says, I'm neither the tallest nor the shortest. For it to be true, Franklin has to be here and Kieran is here. Now we can fit everything there. So that means the one who tells the lie is Jeff. And who's the tallest now? It's Kieran. Option 1. All right, now the last question. Find the missing figure in the diagram below. So it is quite tricky to get the pattern. Now, if you notice, this 3x3 squares has some pattern in this way. Let's say that this is the first row, second row, and third row. If the first row and second row has the same figure facing the same direction, then the result will be the figure facing the opposite direction. Then you can see this and this are facing the same direction, so the result is facing different direction. If the triangles are facing different direction, then it becomes empty. But if the first one has it, the second one does not, then it just follows. Then this and this are facing the same direction, this becomes the opposite. So now following that rule, this and this do not have any figure, so empty. This and these are facing the same direction, so it becomes the opposite. This and this, there is one there, so now we've got one. These and this, it's got one, so there. And these and these are facing the opposite direction, so it becomes empty. So that means the correct answer is option C. All right. So those are all the correct solutions of the 15 questions.